Good afternoon, how are you?
I'm okay, I'm really good.
Oh, bless, bless,
It's a nice
bless.
sunny day,
Yes, yes,
can't
yes.
complain.
Excellent.
So, first, could you just tell us your name?
My name is Fire Steed.
Okay. And then just tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm actually a dance teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Been dancing close to nearly 30 years and teaching. And I found myself ill in a couple of times in my dance career. The first thing I caught was a thing called high blood pressure, that I fell into a coma. I ended up in the hospital. And then 10 years later, I fell into a coma again, but ended up with a thing called diabetes. I went blind in the right eye. I had gangrene on the left foot. I had a thing called shingles. I also had a worst thing I had was a thing called depression. Nearly sent me crazy to take my own life.
What would you say would be a driving factor that kept you going through though? What was it in yourself that...
Discipline. Discipline was the thing, because a lot of people don't have discipline in their life, yeah? And with discipline, I did martial arts for a number of years, and it was a discipline activity. And then I started to dance. I danced to quite a high standard, and it took discipline. That's the main thing that you have to have in your life, is discipline.
And then, ready? Rolling again.
Yeah. So discipline is the main thing that you have to have in your life.
Right.
A lot of the people haven't got discipline, because whenever you start something, the hardest thing is to keep on going throughout your life. Now, it's like a little way of explaining. Most people get sick, they go to the doctors, and they then get what they call antibiotics. They get a course of antibiotics to go for maybe a 14-day course of antibiotics. They take it for the first 7 days, find themselves well, and then they stop taking the rest of the antibiotics. No one ever finishes the whole course of the antibiotics. So it's discipline that takes you through all these things.
If there was someone who, I'd say, had a negative reaction or was just a bit like hesitant towards taking antibiotics that they're prescribed, what alternative forms of medicine would you suggest?
Well, obviously there's all different types of form of medicine, because it depending on what your illness is or your virus is, because you've got many kinds. You've got the herbs, you've got healing stones, you've got things like Reiki. Some people even heal themselves with positive thinking. Yeah, but most of the stuff that we put into our body called from medication is coming from chemistry. So when you put in something in your body that is medical and for medication, it basically upsets your balance of your body. Because most people think that when they're taking something like what I took was a high blood pressure tablet, that it's going to fix the problem. But it doesn't fix the problem. What it does, it masks the problem. Because what it starts to affect is your kidneys and liver. And when your kidneys and liver, believe it or not, are a muscle, and they've got a battery cell, a battery life that recharges on them. It's an easy way for me to explain it. But when you put that pill into you, the pill decides and tells your whole body that, oh, these two organs don't need to work anymore. So the pill tells all the work, the muscle starts to die basically. So the medications that they give us is not really supposed to be in our body. We're a physical thing, we're supposed to be fixed with physics. And when I mean physics, it's simple things like something like this stuff. Let me just reach for it. Moringa. This moringa is basically from a tree. The tree grows a branch, leaves and seeds. But the moringa is what they call from the tree of life. It's an amazing kind of plant. That basically, this is the only plant that I first knew, but what the healing properties in it is amazing, because with what happened to me with diabetes, it lowers your, lowers your diabetes, gets rid of it, reverses it, and then it lowers your blood pressure. And the other thing that I use this moringa for, because I caught gangrene, I actually thought to myself, I wonder if it'll work on my foot. So I actually put the moringa in between my toes with black seed oil, and then I've got a machine which is like an EMF machine, magnetic machine, and I put it on my foot, and I got rid of the gangrene. So it's simple little things once you've got the knowledge, but once you've got the knowledge and you start to apply it, it takes the discipline, and that's merengue.
Okay. Could you tell us a bit about what else you have in your hand?
Well, what I have here is black soap.
Okay.
Because what the biggest organ in our body is actually our skin. The lighter you are, the less carbon you got in your body. The darker you are, the more carbon you got in your body. So that's why when you're dark, you need the sunlight more than a lighter person. So that's how it works in graduate. So the darker you are, the more energy you will receive from the sunlight, basically. This is black soap. So everything that you put on your skin into your pores absorbs, and then it absorbs into your bloodstream. They're all molecules, even down to the clothes that you put on your skin. It absorbs into your body. So when you're actually looking to repair yourself with any kind of illness, you have to look at the things that you're using. The things like something like toothpaste. Most toothpaste comes with fluoride or some form of chemical. And how you know this is that when you look at the toothpaste when you buy it, at the bottom of it, it'll have a marking. If the marking is anything like green, you know that it's basically got herbs in it. I'll show you this one because it's a better colour. Green, you can actually see that it's natural toothpaste. But anything red, blue, any of those other colours, they're going to have chemicals in it. This one is called Clove, if anyone knows Clove, one of the toothpaste. Like with this tooth, any kind of fillings or anything, you got it, it'll sort out. Toothache, it'll sort it out because it is antifungal and antiseptic.
Right. You're teaching us about toothpaste, teaching us about black soap and merengue. Okay.
Yeah, and there's another type of soap which I can show you again. We got black seed soap, which is from the Nigella tree. The Nigella tree is a tree with black seeds, where when you get the seeds and you then press the seeds, the oil comes out the seeds. Now, if you get first press oil, it's usually what they call virgin oil. Now, that oil can be taken internally and also externally. So the side effects with black seed oil is that it makes your hair grow. But they say black seed oil can cure 101 things. But the only thing black seed oil can't cure is death. So with black seed oil, when you're taking it, basically, there's different standards of oils. Like for instance, if you get the black seed oil from Ethiopia, that's the strongest oil. It tastes like diesel. It's most awful taste. But what it does for your body is amazing, yeah? If you go to Egypt, India, Bangladesh, and the Mediterranean countries, you've got the different grades of oil again. It depends on how good the soil is and the weather that makes it grow, the tree that gives you the better oil, basically. But this particular oil comes from Ethiopia. It's amazing oil, yeah? But like when you got every type of oil, there's so many different things they take. The mother nature on the earth has given us so many herbs, so many plants, so many stones, so many different things for us to take care of our bodies, to wash our inside. One of the most important thing about when you're eating, because food, what they've made it is the weapon of mass destruction. But with food, you must cleanse yourself by having what we call a washout. When you take a washout and cleanse all the toxins out of your body, it then restores your body back to balance. Because most people, because of what they eat and the medication that they take, takes their body out of balance. And you need to bring your body back into balance.
I think on that note, we can go with closing statements.
Okay, closing statements. One of the things that I came across is this technology. It's called magnetic, yeah? Now this magnetic technology, if you look, it's got copper in. And what this does, this closes your blood. So what your blood runs like AC current, which is alternative current. So what happens is it goes on and off at a fast pace. And when it's going on that on and off, if you're ill with diabetes or high blood pressure or cancers, it's because your body is in what they call an acidic state. And you need to bring your body back to alkaline. So what this bracelet does, it brings your body back to alkaline straight away. Because what it does from going AC, it changes your blood polarity to DC. So nothing can come out of your blood and nothing can come into your blood. So this bracelet was actually created by our ancestors, yeah? But again, the Chinese have now faked this bracelet. So if you went on one of the big major sites, I won't name it, but if you go on that major site beginning with A or the one beginning with E, you will find that these bracelets, you will pick them up for something like 12, 20, 30 pounds. But when you go into them, they'll have rows of magnets. The reason, because the magnets are scientific. To make it work, they need loads of scientific magnets. But this is made from this earth-bounding metal, which is stainless steel. You've got copper, and you've got the magnet. You only need the two magnets that come from the earth. It's called magnetic bracelet. So the moment you put it on, it changes your polarity. But mostly, what you have to do, it's all about two things: love and knowledge. If you've got the knowledge, you're able to find these things out, because Pandora's box has been opened. Everything that I spoke about, you go onto Google and you find it, because it's all been open now. So if you want to find yourself getting well without taking medication, what you need to do is start to study. And if you don't study, find someone, a herbalist. There's quite a few herbalists, and find someone with the information, because everything in your body can be repaired without it being taken out. My name is Firesteed. I'm at the Londoner down at the Docklands, and you can come down here and get all your different products. We've got hair products, we've got creams, we've got Tumbi, which is a washout. We got Maridina, which is a booster to boost your immune system. We're here nearly 7 days a week. Thank you very much. Fire. Catch ya.
Yes, 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 yes.